What is going on, guys? Ancient Jarl here, bringing you another in-depth overview, this time on High-Res's newest god, Ullr, the Glorious One. He is supposed to be Thor's brother, and he is classified in the Hunter role, so let's get right into his build. First off, starting Ullr off Heartseeker, like any Hunter, making them deal more damage is always good. Next, I chose Aussie here, but you could definitely, for the lifesteal, for the little bit of lifesteal, but Boots is a wise next choice for Hunter, maximizing your damage and then getting the heal from Aussie, having that little bit of lifesteal. Even though Ullr's passive allows him to have built-in lifesteal, and I'll explain that later. But next item is Chain Size, so you can chunk gods more efficiently. Next item is Deathbringer, allowing you to hit hard with those criticals. And final item being Titan's Bane to punch through that armor that the enemy has on. Next are his active items, Greater Sprint, or the max version of Sprint, not Heavenly Agility. That's always a good pickup there for any carry to help him get out of sticky situations, even though Ullr's Axe Stance allows him to have quite good utility with a stun, a leap, and a movement speed buff, making him giving him the super ability to escape, I guess. And then next into beads, because getting them stuck in situations like game just kills a Hunter immediately because they're so squishy. Again, you guys, consumables, whatever you want, wards, mana, health, whatever you want. Anything works in that situation. And now we'll go into Ullr's overview. He gains 80 health per level, 40 mana. He is extremely mana hungry. So that's something you need to be aware of using his abilities. That's why I usually, actually back into the overview of his items, I usually buy mana pots, but I neglected to mention that, so I apologize for that. There you go, his attacks per second increase over that amount of time. He gets 100% of his physical power. 0.9 magical protections, 3 physical protections per level, 0.71 HP5, 0.38 MP5. Notice the MP5 and the mana are also chained in. They're pretty weak together, so he's not going to get any better being mana hungry late game. His first is Weapon Master. Ullr uses the ability in either stance. The cooldown as the opposite stance are reduced. So if he uses his 1 in his blue stance, or his range stance, then he switches into his axe stance, and that reduces the cooldown by 1 second. So if you just use your 1 in your range stance, and you think you got about 3 seconds left, if you go and you use your 1 in the axe stance, then you can, that would knock down the cooldown by 1 second, obviously. And we're going to skip over these just because I'll get into that later. But in case you guys are a little bit confused, he is a Hunter. He is a Hunter because he is a ranged person. But his ultimate is unlocked at the very beginning and allows him to change stance just like hell right here. Just like hell. Ullr changes stance, and it's unlocked at all ranks, so you can use it even before you put a point into it. But then once you put points into it, as you can see, he gains attack speed in both stance and physical lifesteal in his axe stance. So trading like that is the way. Trading stances, gives different buffs, but anyway, putting points into it gives him more percentages of lifesteal and attack speed as the game progresses. And then you can read ranged. Ullr uses his U-bow, gaining additional attack speed, and uses his axes, gaining additional physical lifesteal. Now, Ullr's 1 is Bladed Arrow, and his 1 in axe stance is Thrown Axe. In range stance, Ullr fires a bladed arrow in a line, dealing damage and passing through all targets it hits. It does an extreme amount of damage when you max it. It has 70% scaling, and it's pretty long range. I would say it's anywhere between Ra's 1 and Ra's ult, so it's a pretty extreme distance. Damage from the bow, as you can see there, 70% scaling, maximum of 300. Damage in the axe is 60% scaling and only up to 190, but he stuns when he hits you with an axe, and the axe is a pretty good distance too. It's probably about as far as Ra's 1, and the stun duration increases as you level it, so this is my top priority. I like to level this first. This is the thing that I don't level at all, but I'll get into it. Expose Weakness, or I don't know what the second version is there because it's kind of blocked off, but in range stance, Ullr gains a physical power buff for 5 seconds. In melee stance, he gets his movement speed increased for 5 seconds, and as you can see, the power and the movement speed scale as it is ranked. His 3 in range stance, Ullr fires a volley at his target, dealing damage. It has a pretty long land effect, like the charge up for Ra's ultimate. It takes a second to get to where the ground target location you place it. It's about as big as Kronos' 1. Kronos' little explosion, or his time stop, or whatever it's called. In melee stance, Ullr has a leap, and that's and obviously damaging AoE as he lands. But as you can see, the damage from his bow is 120% physical scaling, and as a carry, you only get about late game, you only get about 400 physical power. So it ends up doing quite a bit, but if they have protections, obviously it's going to chunk through them a little bit, or it won't do enough. But anyway, it has extremely strong move when maxed. But again, I would max this, then this. So. And then in axe stance, again, it's a leap, 50% of physical power, 170 at max rank, and cooldown is universal. But anyway, guys, that is what I have to say about Ullr, and I will see you guys in some gameplay. Alright, what is going on, guys? Back again. Here we are in some gameplay. It looks like we're going to have an Agni in the mid lane. I was confused because I called solo with Ullr because I like to play Ullr in the solo. He's kind of more undisturbed, gets a lot of farm like a hunter needs. And our Apollo called tank and then went to... Our Apollo called tank and then went to ADC role instead. Naja needs to build Hog. I'm getting confused on my buttons here. Did have enough for Hog. Okay, good deal. And 2 health pots. Okay, I'll accept that. She has a lot of health regeneration though, with her new passive. Let me check this out again. So we're going tank Apollo, and this isn't looking good. I don't know what's going on. Ooh, he's lucky I missed that. Oh, that's rude. Oh, looks like good slow. Naja needs to attack that. Good slow. If I could have hit him with my my axe, though, that would have stunned him for about a minute and killed him. I don't know if we're going to red or if we're going to my blue. Tier jungle, like I suspected. Must be raw solo. I guess we'll attack it, but it's probably gonna. They're probably gonna get a steal here. I'm gonna get out of there. Feed me, I'm okay. Totally okay with them feeding me. Go on solo. If she's saying effing garbage to me, that was completely Naja's fault. Trying to engage on that, that was dumb. Not a smart thing to do. He's going to take free poke on that damage because it passes through every target. If he heals his wave, he's just wasting mana. And I think I got rid of Tyr's red pot. I'm pretty sure I did. Nice job. Like I said, tank Apollo isn't smart. Stay away from his Taolu. Not smart to take that damage. I'm okay with him healing. Again, he's just using mana. I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to back here and finish off my Heartseeker. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get Sprint to escape anything that would come my way. And a mana pot and a health pot. Naja's going to die again. Being stupid. Why you would... I'm okay if my enemy missing right. I'm okay if my lane leaves. They should get tier. Nice job. Want to get the last hits here now, focusing up on that. Naja struggling a little bit in the jungle, but that's because Tyr is such a mean jungler with his attack combo. Why they're feeding in that lane is just stupid. Especially the fact that the tank is dying. That's a mistake. I'm gonna back out of here. Take my mana pot. Back off. I'm not gonna tank this creep, even though it'll only take a few shots. Much rather get the last hit on him. Nice job cleaning up. Naja getting aggressive, enemy missing right. I'm going to go ahead and wait to max an ability here. I kind of want to get that to... that to 4 and that to... Yep, there we go. Because now even if Guan's building... Guan went straight into boots, so... Shame I only hit the big one. I could be able to go investigate his blue because that's probably where he is, but well, maybe not. But about at this point in the game, my clear starts to get pretty real, so. Nice job, good cleanup. I think our Agni's pretty good. Oh, that's unfortunate. Take a health pot running into this. I know his ultimate's down. He must have already got that. Nope, he's not missing. I was going to say missing right, but... Man, he got that quick. I know he burned all his stuff on his ability, or on using to clear the wave. Unfortunate I couldn't get that last hit there, trying to max my stacks, you know. I could probably nuke him now that he doesn't have a defensive item. I can just walk away from his moves here. There you go, and that's the combo you gotta smack him with. You gotta smack him with the stun with the axe, because it's a pretty decently, it's actually a really long stun when you max it. Looks like Wukong's falling over there. I should be able to get a lot of hurt into this tower. Because their jungle's over there, or was. Why they're feeding their Ullr, I don't know. I should be able to get into this. I can put out too much hurt on him. He can't fight me. I'm gonna back up here though in case they got a rotation coming, because Tyr can probably blink in. Nope, Tyr doesn't have blink, so. But I'm getting pretty much free farm. Like I said, in solo lane, Ullr rocks just because of the free farm that he can get. He can just dumpster on targets without them, you know. And I'm gonna go straight into Cheen size and then go ahead and pick up a mana pod. Enemy missing right. Straight into Cheen size to do some major damage. See, their Ullr is only level 8. He does have 4 kills, but I have the solo lane farm, so I'm 11, along with 2 kills, killing that Tyr early. And with Cheen size, I'll get a good, decent amount of attack speed. Our Agni's actually doing quite well. Which is awesome to see. Ooh, never mind. Dove too hard though. Not smart. I'll push up that lane so at least it has to go through another wave. And then I'll defend. Be careful. Not worth it all. Feeding their mid lane, not smart. Getting mid camps for me is always good. I'll just get more farm this way. Nice job by him to get that pickup. I'm totally okay with that. But as you can see, Guan rotated for a kill. Again, his late game will be very strong, but he's going into Pen boots and and he just can't fight me. He might have Hog here. He probably does. But again, exactly what a solo laner needs is farm. So I mean, what a ADC needs is farm. So steal his speed buff and take as much farm as I can. Might as well. Their Tyr's doing quite well. Our Naja can't fight. And when you farm this good, enemy missing right. I gotta be there for the team fight though, or else they're gonna die. Agni might die here. Don't know why they're insisting on feeding. I was gonna say I can probably kill Tyr if he comes this way. I'll get some heals off these mid camps, and because in melee stance you get that lifesteal, which is extremely valuable. So I'll always be remembering of that. Oh, who's in mid lane? I can probably nuke Zhonghui. Ooh, Tyr does damage. You got to be able to fight. I'll go ahead and go into this, and I'm going to max out my sprint. And against Tyr, I'm just scared of Tyr, and I don't like what Tyr does, so I'm going to go ahead and max beads. I should be going into boots here. This is kind of unsmart of me, getting that movement speed, but if I can deal crits this early in the game, I can really kill somebody.
Retreat middle lane. Retreat middle lane. Killing spree.
Everybody's just killing themselves, which is stupid. Dumb, not smart. But yeah, there you go. When you get Ullr fed, he just does too much damage, though. I can't fight 3 people, though. This Tyr is a good player. Knowing when to blink in on me when I wasn't ready for it. Just telling him to be careful because that's not smart trying to... I want to go ahead and build a little physically tanky too if I can.
Retreat. Retreat.
My team's pretty man mode, but I'm not that man mode. I don't want to fight that. Our Wukong can do major damage, but late game if he builds like Hide of the Urchin though, Wukong will just tear everybody a new you-know-what. There you go.
Retreat.
Ah, I didn't want to do that. That's a curses right there. Their Ullr is only level 9 now. Well, he went Transcendence, that's why. He has the potential to do a lot of damage, but he's just not as lethal. Their Guan built Fist, and now he's building... I don't think that's not Hide of the Urchin, but it's some kind of hide. I wonder what Ra's building. This Ra's building strange.
Your left tower is under attack.
You can't fight a fed Ullr. He'll kill you. Word to the wise, guys. Fed Ullr means you're gonna die. I might build Hide of the Urchin just to make me extremely tanky to both magical and physical. That doesn't mean attack them. Our Naja is not smart. Dumb Naja. There you go, and like I said, you guys, I'm... You can't fight if at Ullr.
Retreat! An ally has been slain. You walked right into my trap.
I got a tick on that. That's unfortunate. See, I'm level 20 now. I'm far, far ahead. If I build an urchin, it's pretty much GG. In fact, I'm going to see what I can do for... I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to build urchin just so I can sustain longer, because my damage is already through the roof with my crits. I'm going to go ahead and defend up right lane. In fact, I might push that into towers if I can. My height of the urchin, it's going to make me pretty hard to kill. I get extra health, extra mana, lots of protections. And I'll go ahead and defend up this lane.
An enemy has I'll do you a favor and make shut me down. Fly through. Slay an enemy. Let's come back here. Let's end this.
I couldn't do anything about that. They just dove me as hard as they could, so. But I demolished that Guan, so.
It will be at the right tower. That's it, right.
Way to dip. Good job, Naja. We don't have any wards on the map, though, so I'm going to go ahead and grab one. Their Ullr knows what to do, but he's just not that good. Oop, that's a dead. I'm going again. I'm just going urchin here because I don't think tank Apollo. Yeah, Apollo's building damage, so you know, pointless. He shouldn't chase. He shouldn't chase, but he probably will and kill himself. So this team isn't too smart, and neither is their team. Their team's not very good either. I'm level 20 and that Guan decided to stay and tank a tower shot and fight, so their team is not the smartest. Our Wukong is very strong, though.
An ally has been slain. Retreat! Trap is set. Retreat! Retreat!
They can't. You just can't fight a level 20 Ullr. He'll kill you.
Down.
I'm dead here. Do we not have a tank? And we're getting crapped on, so I don't know why we're fighting. Naja's going to do some damage, but if they realize that they could turn around, they could just definitely focus her. Guan shouldn't be chasing this because... Okay, there you go. My team is really, really crappy. This is a horrible... Not, I guess I can't say horrible. They're doing decent, but we're just not good. And that Ullr just outplayed the crap out of me. And he's building Transcendence, so late game he's going to do a lot more ability damage. Right now I have the crits and stuff over him. But other than that, I don't have ability damage. Gonna head to Wukong. While he's trying to fight him. Gonna tank. Can you actually tank? Instead of going Devourer's Gloves, Sheen Size, and Boots. Speaking of which, remind me, I need to go into those. Need to get those boots for the movement speed and penetration. Heartseeker's failing me a little bit here because I just don't have the be careful middle. Their Ullr knows what's going on, but he just... Apollo shouldn't have jumped in right there. Good blink by him. Be ready for Tyr's blink coming back up. Everybody's building magical tankiness now, so they just got to be aware of that. I need to go grab my boots. Get them done what I can. Get my Heartseeker back stacked up. I need that too. Because I've having an exceptional game, but our Naja's getting into... Yep, there you go. And late game Deathbringer with Naja is just a killer. I'm just trying to farm up now. I just need it. I'm going to make sure they're trying not get sneaky and defend this Fire Giant out there. I don't think they're going to get it if without Ullr's damage. Not that their Ullr does that much damage, but... Our Agni's pretty decent, which is great. Nice job. Their Raw is pretty good, but he just has a funny build. Good, nice try for the snipe. I can't tank this though, so that's I gotta... There we go. Paulo does indeed have a Hog 3 though, but he does have a Sprint as his second option. Nice snipe. There's a deicide coming out. I know there's a wave. I'm waiting for this wave behind me, but there we go. Now my Hide of the Urchin's pretty stacked up, so that's great news. Our Wukong is in pretty late game build. He's got Bloodforge, so he can box quite well. Wukong always could box well. If he wants to attack Fire Giant, I'm down, but like we got to be careful. Actually, we could. We could give a push here for left. Be careful, middle. I'm going to take this opportunity to back here. Take this opportunity to back here and go ahead. I'm going to start into Titan's Bane so I can deal more damage. Shouldn't have really burned my beads there. I really had no threat of being killed when I'm Ullr because, like I said, when you switch stances, you can use this jump, you can use this sprint, you can use this movement speed. We do have, their Zhong Kui isn't very good, but I'll go ahead and speed myself up here.
Nice job. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I'm going to push up right lane while I can. Wukong went in and opted for an ult here. They gotta stop dying. I'm on my way. Nice job, good cleanup by our team there. I probably can't wipe it because Ullr's on such a short cooldown. Who got Aegis here? Nasha got Aegis. That's not too dumb. I wish our team could have done a little better, but... I still have a Fire Giant buff, so this Ullr needs to watch himself. Ah, dang. Good stun.
Be careful. Retreat.
Put a little poke on him. We got a gank coming in, I assume. I can just leap away.
Be careful. Enemy missing. Retreat. Retreat. Killing spree.
There we go, getting some good cleanup here. Looks like this is GG. We already opened up the right Phoenix. We're chunking it too hard for me to care. This is GG. Good game. And there you go, guys. That's the display of Ullr. He is devastatingly strong. devastatingly strong. He is such a powerful god right now. They need to nerf his 1 in both aspects of his axe and his damage on his first ability. As you can see here, I almost got him mastered. And from the last time you see me, seen me a long time ago, and I didn't have any god. Alright, about 45 masteries, and I apologize. My apartment internet, apparently a few of my roommates weren't paying it, so I didn't have any, or there's something wrong with the internet, or like they weren't paying it off, so my landlord couldn't pay it. And then when I got back to my real house, my Action quit working, my recording software, so apologize for that, guys. But here's an Ullr gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Actually, let's go into the damage. Yeah, there's Zhang Kui, was not a very good player. 14-2-9 with 27,000 player damage. Our Wukong was devastating. I didn't know Wukong was that strong of an ADC, being able to tank that much and do that much, but great game. Their Raw was pretty good. So was their, I gotta give props to their Ullr. Jay the Destroyer, great Ullr play right there. Anyway, my farm was just pretty dang good too. That really helps. Again, like I said, a hunter in the solo lane is just free farm, so they can do a bunch of damage. Anyway, there you guys have it. That's Ullr, Hi-Rez's newest god, very strong hunter. Again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next gameplay.